Hi there, I'm Aussie Villain, and welcome to episode 3 of our quest to win the Champions League with Arsenal. Now, since last episode, we've had the 3 games against Burnley, Preston, and Everton. Now, you can see there, it's been a mixed bag, more negative than positive, if I'm honest. We went and played Burnley after our wonderful win in Milan, and we were too good for them. It was Aubameyang, it was Socrates, and it was Lacazette with 2 that got the goals for us. They got a consolation in the 69th minute, but it was never going to be anything other than Arsenal win that one. Then we played Preston in the Carabao Cup. Now, we were poor in this. You can see the team we put out, it wasn't a particularly weak team. It was first team players, so more the reserves. And to be honest, we were lucky to get the penalties. It was only in penalties that, well, after El Neni decided to miss the first one, that sort of our class shone through a little bit. But yeah, we were lucky to get the penalties, and I think very, very lucky to get through to the next round. And we have drawn Derby County in the 4th round, so that's something to look forward to, or not. And then we played Everton in the league. Now, we went 2-0 up in this game. You can see Mustafi and Aubameyang with the goals. And we just choked, basically. We conceded from a penalty and a corner. And we just never really recovered. I mean, a draw was probably fair. If anything, we were maybe lucky to come away with a point from Goodison. Now, if we have well, first of all, this episode, it's Vitesse Arnhem in the Europa League, and it is Manchester United, of course, in the Premier League. And if we look at the tables, we can see we drew, of course, first up against Milan, away from home, so it was in Milan. So a win here against Vitesse Arnhem and puts us in a relatively good position then for the group. And of course, in the league, we are top. Only a point though, and look at the clubs coming up behind us. Up to 6th is within a win, within a sort of 3 points of us. But this game against Manchester United, it is top of the table, and it could not mean anything. It could not mean any more, could it? It's absolutely massive. Now, if we go and have a look at the team we're sending out to play Everton, if we go and have a look at the team we're sending out to play Vitesse Arnhem, and we will see that I'm sticking to sort of the European formation. I think it'll do us fine. Actually, we want Peter Cech in goal, though. So it's going to be, as you see there, Cech in goal. It's going to be Kolasinac, Mustafi, Holding, and Lichtsteiner across the back. Again, we're not really mucking around too much with defence because we don't have too many defenders right now in any case. Xhaka and Guanzani, I can't get that name out. Anyway, they're in midfield. Smith Rowe and Iwobi, they gave the width with Mkhitaryan in behind Denny Welbeck. Come on, let's go and win this game. As you can see, I've gone for a slightly stronger bench this time than we did against Milan. Ozil and Aubameyang are there, so a little bit more security because we do need to be winning this game, especially at home. Steve Bold says, do it for the fans. Mediasman gives a lot of credit. Lady Go put a display. That probably makes sense to me. Some calm, we have faith. And let's get on out there. Now, I'm really looking for a performance from Mkhitaryan this game because he's been poor so far. Alright, here we go. Yeah, Mkhitaryan just hasn't really shone for me. He looked okay in pre-season, but sometimes in pre-season I was playing him sort of as an inside forward rather than a playmaker in the middle. So we might need to look perhaps to going back to that. Now, this is not the best looking start that we've had to a game, is it? There we go. It's just a kick-off highlight, though. Yeah, so Mkhitaryan, not to say he's on the chopping block, but I'd like to see a little bit more from him. Let's see what we can do from here. Xhaka back to Lichtsteiner. Can we get a cross in? Now, Welbeck's in the middle. He does have a little bit of height and strength about him, doesn't he? Mkhitaryan out for Guanzani! Not really close in the end, but you got to get excited, don't you? Or else, what's the point? Demand more here, and see what we can do. We should be able to win that. Holding's there. He has it. Back to Xhaka. Are we going to build for another attack here? It's looking promising, isn't it? Guanzuni, is it? I've got to get my mouth around that one. Iwobi, can he square it? He pulls it back post for Rose Smith. Oh, Rose Smith! Or Smith Rowe, other way round. Dummy. But that's okay. It's a goal, and that's 2-2 in the Europa League now for Smith Rowe. Almost did Rose Smith again, didn't I? But that is 4 minutes in. That's what we needed. Good ball from Iwobi, wasn't it? Into the back post. Now the goalkeeper here, I'm not quite sure if he was wearing goggles or something. It just looked like he couldn't see the ball. But again, not our problem. A little bit of complacency. That's not necessarily what we want to see there, Awobi. But that is a good start. Now, AC Milan had the early kickoff against Midtjylland. They won away from home, so in Midtjylland, 2-1. So that puts a little bit of pressure on us here to make sure that we keep pace with them. Of course, we do have Milan to come at home, so that's something good there. Can you get a double? Oh, good save from the keeper that time, wasn't it? Almost a double for Smith Rowe. We do, of course, have a corner coming up here, though, and we have looked good so far this season from corners. Look for Mustafi. He's been pretty good. Welbeck's there. Oh, off the bar. Are we going to get another chance? It's still there. Pulls it back. It's at the back post, and it's claimed by the keeper. Oh, a little bit unlucky there. Let's tell them to show some passion. Fire up, boys. Come on. 60% of the ball. We're dominating this game. 13 shots to 0. 13 shots in 24 minutes. We're averaging more than a shot every 2 minutes. We're not getting much reaction out of the players, though, are we? I wonder if a Get Creative might fire him up a little bit. I mean, we're not playing badly, but... I didn't mean to click show some passion. I had one of those moments where I saw what I was doing, and I hadn't done it yet, but I couldn't stop my brain from doing it. Yeah, they're showing more attacking intent. I mean, they'd want to, because we're absolutely played them off the park so far. Now, let's not go and ruin this by going in at 1-1, boys. Kolasinac heads that Mkhitaryan, heads it on to Smith Rowe. What can he do? Look at the man running. They're making the run here. It's a Welbeck. Goes himself. It's Fismo. Penalty. I can't get Smith Rowe out today. It's just not cooperating. Gwenzuni. I've butchered that. I think I've said that name 3 times and differently each time so far. Mkhitaryan drives in. Go on, Mkhitaryan. Go on, Mkhitaryan. No. There wasn't really much else on there, but it wasn't the best shot. Another highlight here for Arsenal. Let's win that. There we go for Gwenzani. That's fallen for Lichtsteiner. Now he's gone early for Awobi. Look at the space. Look at the space. Run into it. Oh, that's a cracking pass. Can Welbeck get onto it? He can. Welbeck. Danny Welbeck. Oh! That's 2. And just before the stroke of half time, we'll give them some praise for that. And in all honesty, 2-0 up at home to Vitesse Arnhem, or any Dutch side for that matter, with maybe the exception of Ajax. Even then, you'd think you've got this game in the bag. Look at this. Danny Welbeck. Just too quick on his feet for the goalkeeper. Their goalkeeper, to be honest, he's kind of given us 2 goals, hasn't he? Did make a good save off Smith Rowe that cost him a second goal. Oh, can we go 3 before half time? Xhaka on a booking, which makes me nervous. Lichtsteiner should go back to Xhaka. Does. Let's get the ball in the box. Lichtsteiner's bailed him out there. Mkhitaryan back to Guanzani. He's got room for shot. Room for a shot. Room for a shot. Just took a little bit too long. It's all like he couldn't get that out of his feet, wasn't it? There we go. Granit Xhaka on a booking does make me nervous. That is a half of football right there, isn't it? That's how you play. Let's tell them, note, don't get complacent. I am struggling with words today. We've got a little bit of a stressed out looking Kolasinac. That's fine. Just, you're good. That didn't work either. Anyway, guys, I'll do a few individual team talks here and we'll come back for the second half. Okay, here we go. It should just be a case of seeing it out. We could actually do our goal difference quite the good here, couldn't we, if we go on with this? But it's a crunching tackle. But, I mean, the main thing is just getting those 3 points, isn't it? We've got to pick up 3 points pretty much in all our games, and then hope Milan slip up, and if they don't, we've just got to beat them at home, which... I mean, they're a good team, but we should be able to beat them at home, shouldn't we? Mkhitaryan, it's a cracking ball for Awobi at the back post, and it's not Awobi, it's Xhaka. Granit Xhaka knocks it in. That ball was wicked from Mkhitaryan. The curl on that, the whip, that was insane. And I tell you what, it's not a bad finish from that tight angle there from Xhaka either. Watch this, look at this ball, that is absolutely wicked. And again, the goalkeeper has not covered himself in glory there. But that's Granit Xhaka's first of the season. They're looking disinterested, they're anxious. You should be, boys, you're getting a hiding. And yeah, this is looking very, very good for us now. Let's give them some praise. I think they've earned that. We might also just look at this point to get some bookings off the field. We'll take Xhaka off for El Nani. And we might take Mustafi off. What are we up? We're up 3-0. Can we trust our young Greek friend here? We probably can. Play him just as a centre-back rather than a ball player. And that should be fine. Leave him to sub as well. I don't think Smith Rowe is going to go and do something silly like get himself sent off, but you never know. That's what makes this game so wonderful. Give him some more praise. I don't like the players coming off the bench looking complacent, but what can you do? It's the attitude a manager should have, isn't it? Nah, what can I do? Do we want to make another change? We've got Maitland-Niles. It would seem sent... Oh, now, Awobi, has he picked up a knock there? It looks like... So that changes things. We could probably bring Maitland-Niles on. He can probably play out wide, I would imagine. Can we win that, please? No. Just on the retreat here. Let's see. They're pouring forward, aren't they? They really want this goal. We've outnumbered in the box. This is not good. We're getting back now. That's okay. Holding. That's lungy, but got the job done. Goes forward early for nobody. Welbeck's there. Welbeck's won that back early for Smith Rowe. Can he get a double? The young kid. Go on, son. Go on, son. He's in. He's in. It's a tight angle. Oh, what a finish, though. Never looked like missing, did he? Sucked the keeper in. And Emile Smith Rowe has a double. That's 3 goals in 2 games in Europe. That's absolutely incredible. What we might look to do here, though, if Wobie has picked up enough, we'll just bring... I'm sure he can play out there. Good old Ainsley. Nah, he can do a job. He can do a job. For the sake of resting legs elsewhere, he can do a job. Look at that. It was poor, wasn't it, to get into Danny Welbeck. But Danny Welbeck played it early. And Smith Rowe, look at that. The goalkeeper, again, got his angles wrong, didn't he? But Emile Smith Rowe, that's stunning. That's absolutely stunning. Can we give them some more praise? Because I think they've earned it. That is 4-0, albeit not against the strongest of oppositions. But, oh, can we get 5? Can Emile Smith Rowe get it off? What was I saying about not expecting him to do anything silly like get a red card? Well, there you go. Somewhat blotted his copybook there, hasn't he? That's disappointing. That, of course, means he'll be suspended now for the next game as well. We'll put Mkhitaryan out there. We could probably switch them over, actually. He doesn't... I thought he could play in that role, but obviously, can Welbeck play out there? We don't have anyone play up top. He's just going to have to make do. There's not long to go now anyway, so it's all fine. Oh, that's disappointing. It's a bit... Yeah, it just takes the shine off, doesn't it? But that's, as I said, it's fine. We've got the 3 points. We have absolutely dominated the game. We've got our four goals, 3 points, and a single red card. In hindsight, should I have taken him off and the more inexperienced player? But he wouldn't have got his second goal if I'd done that. So maybe he's just on a bit of a high from scoring. But that's, as I said, let's not worry about that now because that was a really, really good win. And there it is. We meet expectations in dominant win. You would expect no else. Iwobi, it's just a day, so that's not a big deal. Guys, wait right there. We will be back for Manchester United. Okay, welcome back. It's Manchester United. We're playing them at home. We are the favourites. We are second in the league. They are third. Liverpool's already won this weekend, so that puts them top. A win here, and we can go back top. A draw, you can see that won't be enough to put us back top. But this season, as I said before, it's all about getting back in the Champions League. If we win the league, it's a wonderful, wonderful bonus, but we've just got to make sure we get back in the Champions League. Now, this is a team that we're sending out to face Manchester United. It is Leno in goal. It's Mustafi, Socrates, and Holding across the back. Bellerin down the right. Kolanovic. I'm stumbling over it again. I was like, Kolasinac down the left. Kieran Tierney, he's back from his injury. He's not really match sharp. Hopefully we'll get a chance to bring him on last sort of second half, 20 minutes or so to get some match fitness in his legs there. Ramsey and Torreira in midfield. Mesut Ozil in behind Lacazette and Aubameyang. They're quickly becoming a holy trinity, those three up top, aren't they? Hopefully they'll continue in that vein right now. So there it is, 4-3-3 for Manchester United. They're sort of a defensive version of us, but we already knew that, didn't we, with Mourinho in charge. Let's see. Do it for the fans. We're at home. It's a big game. That could make sense, couldn't it? Go out there, give the fans their money's worth. That could work. Then some calm, we have faith. And we will get on out there. I forgot to say at the start, so after this game, there's going to be the goals of the month for all the goals in between episodes there that we missed. So do make sure you stick around for that. And here we go. Yeah, like I say, the goals of the month, there was some good goals in there as well. So it is worth sticking around for that. If you are enjoying this video, this series, do make sure you hit like and don't be afraid to leave comments. I'd like to know, who's watching and interact with you guys, get feedback on what you think, what I could do better, what I suck at, basically, what could be improved, what you like, what you want to see more of, all that sort of stuff. There's a good ball in there from Ozil, back post, it's flicked on, off the bar again, it's Torreira! It's bounced around like it was a ball in a pinball machine, and in the end, it's ended up in the back of the net. That's the cracking start in the 3rd minute, and Lucas Torreira, first goal for the club as well, I'm sure. I don't know who's scoring yet for us this season. That puts us back top of the league as things stands. Off the bar, Aubameyang was unlucky. Torreira, though, he could hardly miss, could he? Could hardly miss. And what's going on here? Oh, that's just checking the first one. We don't need to see that. And on we go. Let's show some passion. Fire up, boys. That's really, really good start. Now, are we going to go and throw it all away? Let's defend. Young out to Pogba. Spreading the play nicely out to Luke Shaw. Come on, that looks like rubbish, and it is. Was that a shot? Was it a cross? Doesn't matter because it was nothing. It's out for a goal kick. Yeah, so don't be afraid, please, to leave comments. Let me know what you think. Where we should strengthen, any potential signings we should look at. all that sort of good stuff. Manchester City's gone 2-0 up against Burnley. We have another corner to defend here. Looks like United has responded well, haven't they? Leno, did he tip that over? No, just watched it. That's okay. Yeah, this would be a massive result if we can hang on to it, won't it? Demands more. We just clocked off a little bit. Looks like United's come back into the game. Yeah, didn't really respond. We might give it a get creative after this. It would appear they're looking to... I missed what that said then. Let's get creative. Inspired Mesut Ozil's the only one, but he's the creative player. It's a good ball to the back post. It's in. It's a goal from Socrates. That is absolutely wonderful stuff. 2 set pieces, 2 goals. It's just like Arsenal of old, isn't it? That's the sort of that's exactly what they're known for. Torreira with that another great ball in, wasn't it? And Socrates, could the keeper have done a little bit better there, David De Gea? But it's not our concern. That's for Mourinho to whinge about after the match. Another corner. Can we make it a hat trick from the set pieces? Wicked ball in, isn't it? It's a penalty. It is a penalty. This could be 3-0 before half time. Now who's going to take it? Is it Aubameyang? It is Aubameyang. This could wrap it up before half time. Come on, son. Come on, Aubameyang. Yay! That's wonderful, wonderful stuff. 3-0 before the break. We'll give them some praise for that now because they've exploded in the sort of dying minutes of the second half here. We've just put, I thought the game was going to get that, but that's a good penalty, isn't it? You're not saving that one, mate. Yeah, it's really, really good. 5 shots, 3 on target, 3 goals. It's like David De Gea thought. He thinks he's at the World Cup again, isn't it? Doesn't know how to save a ball. Can we do 4? That would just be rude, wouldn't it? Torreira just bouncing on the spot, taunting the opposition. It's like a boxer, isn't he? Just taunting them. Kolasinac striding forward. We will, of course, get a good opportunity. That's a decent cross in. It's fallen from Aubameyang. It's a horrible defensive header. Oh, Aubameyang. What has he done? That should be 4. We should be 4-0 up. It will give us a chance to give Kieran Tierney a bit of a run out now and just build up his match fitness. We just had a bit of trouble getting him back to fitness. He had that sort of 5-week knock right at the start of the year, and we just struggled a little bit to get him back into fitness. It's going to have to be a don't get complacent. We'll say it assertively. Who's looking stressed out there, Mr. Holding? You're fine, mate. You've done well. You've done well. All right, let's go back out there and smash them. Can you just imagine what Mourinho is going to be saying after this game? What a whinge fest that's going to be. He's got maybe, there were no corners. The penalty wasn't a penalty. Free kick that led to the goal wasn't a free kick, I'm sure. We can all imagine exactly what he's saying, can't we? We'll just get in early and beat him to the excuse of 60% of the ball. We've absolutely smashed them. There's just that one moment, wasn't there, after we went ahead, that they looked as though they were threatening. They were threatening. They didn't look as though they were threatening. They were threatening. But other than that, look at that. Pogba's had a nightmare. Torreira's had a really good game. Kolasinac is looking tired. I want to give Tierney some minutes here anyway. We'll wait till the 70th minute, I think. Can we go 4? 4 from set pieces. Ozil, back post. It's headed back in. Oof. Over the bar. It's a weird angle, wasn't it? I couldn't quite see what was going on there. Okay, so let's... Oh, wait, we have it. There's a set piece here for somebody. It's Torreira standing over it. He knocks it in. Oh, it's a good one. It's there for Ramsey on the rebound. That's a good save from De Gea. But a really good set piece from Torreira, wasn't it? Are we going to get done on the counter-attack here, though? Ashley Young's up there. What's going to happen here? He just kind of took the pace out of it, didn't he? Yeah, it was never... I'm not a fan of this, I've got to be honest. It happens too much. But I can see what they're going for, and I don't necessarily think it's a bad idea. It happens too much. But... So maybe I don't really like it. I don't know. It'd be better, I think. I think it would work better if it was sort of a 50-50 where it was a goal. If it showed you when it was, if it was a goal. I haven't had one yet where it's sort of gone to the goal line technology and it has actually been a goal that wasn't given. Here's a Aubameyang. He gets space for a shot. Decent pluck, wasn't it, from De Gea there? Do we want to make any other subs here? Let's just have a look. We'll bring Xhaka on. Oh, I did pause that? Okay. We'll bring... Oh, I can do it from here now. Xhaka on for Ramsey, and let's go the big taunt. Ozil's done his job. Let's bring Mkhitaryan on to face his former club, of course. See if he can poach himself a goal. Let's give it a get creative. Let's go and put 4. Socrates with the throw for Aubameyang. He's just lost out there. Can we win that back? No, not quite. Yeah, oh, that's a decent ball over the top. Sanchez is after it. Is he going to get a goal against us? Boo, Sanchez, boo. He's been horrible for United, hasn't he? I wonder how Arsenal fans feel about him now, if they think it was good business to get rid of him. I mean, it looks like it in hindsight, doesn't it? But, you know, I'm not an Arsenal fan, so it's difficult for me to say. Young knocks the corner in. We should win that. We do. Can we launch a counter-attack? It doesn't look like it. Martial's there. And that's the end of that. We don't really need to give them another shout. We might give them a praise if we get a chance. It looks like the game's going to come to an end here, though. I mean, really, we do this every week, wouldn't we? Back to the top of the Premier League. Are we going to keep a clean sheet? Looks like we are. Mustafi's done really well there. I've been really impressed by Mustafi, actually. In real life, he tends to be rubbish at times, but he's been a really, really good defender for us. So I can kind of see, you know, the stats in this, all the attributes tend to be relatively accurate. So I can kind of see why Arsenal have him now. But that result, that is absolutely stunning. So there we go, back to the top of the league. It's Man City's keeping pace with us as well. Look at that, there's 3 teams within a point of each other there. That is going to be exciting stuff, isn't it? But it's all as there. It is just about getting back in the Champions League, because we can't complete our goal of winning the Champions League with Arsenal unless we're in the course of the Champions League. But that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed that, and a 3-0 win against Manchester United, how could you not? 7 goals this episode, not bad at all. If you have enjoyed that, as I say, hit the like button. It's much appreciated. And of course, if you are new, make sure you're subscribing. Welcome, of course, and make sure you ring the bell so you see when I upload new videos as well. Now, I'm really, really busy this week, so I'm not going to be able to do an episode every day as I have been. The World Tour, there will be an episode every day. The World Tour will continue tomorrow, being Tuesday. Arsenal will be back on Wednesday, World Tour Thursday, and then Arsenal, of course, will round out the week on Friday. So I apologise that we can't do sort of both every week, but I would encourage you, if you're not watching the World Tour, go and check it out. It's a little bit of fun. We're in the Indonesian 2nd Division right now. It is a whole different world of football down there, let me tell you. But as for today, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I've been Aussie Villain, and here are some of our best goals from September. Take care.